Hey, y'all know me. You could call me Empress. You could call me Fancy. Or if you know my real name, you could call me that too. So what's up, y'all? We back again. Back again. I told y'all, cranking out this content for y'all. I'm a little bit slow, but I'm going to get better. So anyway, like I said, we back again. All the Queen's Men, Ep.7. This one is called Kryptonite, y'all. But first of all, how y'all doing? I hope everybody having a good day and everything. It's been storming. It's been storming, y'all. If you here in DC, you know it's been storming. But anyway, so let's go. We'll jump right back into it, okay? So we come back right where we left off at in Madam office with the man who they just snatched out of bed with Blue and Midnight who dragged him in there, okay? So Madam asks him, "Is your name Donovan Massey?" And he says, "No, my name is Franklin." What is it? It's Wilmont, I think. Franklin something Wilmont. So then Madam asks him, "What's your wife's name?" And he says Lola Wilmont. And she was like, "You lying." And he's like, "No, I'm not." So Madam asks, "What does she look like?" So he describes Shamika, you know what I'm saying? So Blue looked her up on her phone, like Googled her or whatever, and turned the phone around, showed it to Madam. And Madam's eyes, okay, like that. So Madam was like, "Take him to the area." He's still begging and pleading, fine. So once Midnight take him out, then Madam was like, "What the fuck?" And Blue was like, "This bitch is a cop." And Madam was like, "Blue, when I tell you I am slipping." And Blue was like, "Nah, Madam, this ain't you. It's them. They know all about you and how you like to help kids, and you be giving to all them charities and everything." And Madam was like, "Somebody is trying me." And Blue is still like a fucking cop. So Madam, she sits down on her couch or whatever, and she's thinking, she's like, so everything was a setup. The fight, all that was a whole setup. And so then she thinks, and she's like, okay, does she know you got him out of bed? And Blue was like, no. And Madam's like, okay, I can use this. I'm going to make this work. And Blue was like, what you gonna do? Because she always know Madam got them wheels turning. You hear me? So Blue was like, what you gonna do? So Madam was like, first, I got to make sure that he don't say nothing to her. And Blue was like, well, how you gonna do that? I'm going to embarrass him so good that he won't want to speak about tonight. They don't know who they fucking with. That's what Blue said. Oh, but they will call Master Top. And Blue was like, damn. All right. So then the intro. Boom. Here we go. Oops, which way is it? There we go. Here we go. Boom. There go the intro. Right? So we come back from the intro, and they in the hallway, like in the, or I guess they in the area at this point. How it's shot, it kind of look like they standing in the hallway, but I guess it's like an open room or whatever. So he begging, and she's telling him to shut up. So Blue on the phone. Okay, he's here. So she goes to get him. Don't say no names. So in walks this man who kind of looks like a smaller Uncle Clifford. You know what I'm saying? Got a nice long blonde wig on with a top hat. Got his beard and everything in his all black outfit, but like a dominatrix magician Uncle Clifford. Okay, dominatrix magician Uncle Clifford, smaller than Uncle Clifford. Boom. That's Master Top. Okay. So Master Top was like, "Hey, girl," and Madam was like, "Hey." So Midnight's like, "Oh my God, not this nigga." So Master Top was like, gonna say to Midnight, "You need to stop being so close-minded." Okay. So Midnight was like, "Whatever, man. Can I go?" And Madam was like, "Yeah, go ahead." So Master Top was like, "What do we have here?" And so Madam was like, "We need to make sure that he never speaks about tonight." Y'all know I got my notes right. You know what? Sidebar. I've been doing these notes is a lot. It's a lot, y'all. It's a lot. So I'm thinking about I might restructure something a little bit, still take notes, but not as much. I got to figure out how to scale this down, because having to watch the episodes and take notes the way that I've been doing is like, that's what's holding me up. That's what's making me take so long. And all this writing is weighing me out, okay? And I'm not good. I'm not about to type it on the phone. That'd be even worse, child. So I'm going to figure it out. Like I said, keep rocking with me, and I'm going to keep rocking with y'all. We're going to do this YouTube thing together, okay? Moving on. Where was I at? Okay, Madam says we need to make sure he never thinks about tonight. I don't even know what my handwriting says right there, y'all. Oh, something about an address. I forget. I'm gonna come. It's gonna come back to me because I wrote it right there for a reason. So anyway, Master Top leans down into the man face, Franklin face, and says, "You ever been fucked?" And he's like, "No, you've never been fucked up the ass." And he's like, "Please, shut up. I do this, and these niggas like it, and then they do shit to make me come back. Are you gonna do something to make me come back?" And I think that's when he said address. Let's keep going. So he's saying, please don't do it. And Madam is like, look, Madam always is like what I be wanting to say sometimes. Like, people be going through some real stuff, even the victims or whatever. And she be always on something like, toughen up, right? So she like, look here. This will be our little secret, okay? It won't come back to you unless you want it to come back to you, okay? He's gonna be gentle. We just gonna get a little bit of video, okay? It's gonna be all right. So he crying and begging and stuff. Mind you, he's still naked the whole time. He is still naked, tied up with the thing over his head and all that. So he says, please, I'm a youth minister at my church. And Madam was like, well, okay, preacher. Okay, like I said, he's going to be gentle. We just need to get a little bit of video or whatever. And just try to stay quiet. Just try to be quiet. So, like, I guess so they don't recognize your voice. You know, whatever. So, Master Top whispers to Madam, so what you want me to do? So, Madam says, you know, in a whisper, because he can't hear this. But she's like, don't go all the way, but make it good. And make sure you get enough on video. And so we cut to Madam coming out of that area or whatever, and Midnight and Blue was standing right there. So Midnight is like, did he say he a preacher? And Madam said, yeah, just make sure he gets home unharmed, okay? And Midnight said, you gonna leave him with that nigga? And Madam was like, he won't go all the way, and make sure she don't hear y'all come in, okay? Talking about Shamika / Lola child, okay? So Midnight is like, oh no, I'm sorry. That's not what Madam was saying. Madam said, make sure he doesn't go all the way. My fault, because she said he won't go all the way, and make sure that he doesn't. And Midnight is like, I can't watch him. So Blue was like, I got it. And she looked at Midnight, all muscle, no heart. So Madam was like, I'm going home. So the next day, we at the halfway house. And here come Red Weird Ass. And I tell you that's his name? Red Weird Ass come up on Aunt. So how'd it go? Did you make any money? And Aunt was like, what you mean? He was like, I know last night was amateur night because I seen it online. Matter of fact, it was last night and the night before. But I know you did it last night because you was up in here all practicing dancing and stuff like that. So Aunt was like, yeah, I did it. So Red Weird Ass, I can't even say it. I want to say it so bad. You make any tips? And see, Amber's not dumb. He know this nigga weird. He know this nigga thirsty. So he's not telling him nothing, okay? He like, nah, I was trash. I only made $2. I won't be doing that shit no more. And Red is like, all right, come on. I'm going to show you. Don't get it twisted. I can do some stuff. Come on, I'm going to show you. And he pressing the issue. And Amber's like, nah, bruh. So the Red is pressing the issue of him trying to work for Madam. Well, it cannot come and dance with. She told you that she not hiring. Okay, well, can you just like let her know that I'm a good driver? If I could just meet her again, I need me a come up or whatever. Amber's like, nah, calm down. This thirsty shit you doing, it's not cool, okay? So, he says cut it out. That shit is weird. Like I keep saying, that's why his name is Red Weird Ass. So we see Red like giving him them evil eyes. Like he is just thirsty. I feel like he is a hater. I don't know why you hating on this man. You've been out longer than him. But like, what the fuck is you bothering him for? My cup is pretty on camera and it matched. I didn't mean for it to match. I am going to try to give y'all a different cup in every video. Since I have so many. Y'all see all these cups over here. Boom. But I definitely didn't intend for it to look so cute with my shirt. But yeah, Red is weird and he irritates the shit out of me And at this point, if you've been watching the second season, which I'm about to hurry up and get to for y'all, because I've seen what I need to see. But, yeah. Anyway, so we go to Madam sitting in her truck, and she looked like she just sitting somewhere out in the field or something, just trying to collect her thoughts. And Blue called her, and they were talking about what happened last night. Oh no, Madam asked Blue what happened last night, like when they took the man back. She's FBI. So Madam is like, what is going on? And she's like, come meet me. I want to shoot some shit and bring me a big gun. She talk about like just, shooting off how people do in the field. Not to hit nobody, okay? Not this time anyway. So Madam sits in her truck and she's thinking, she's like, I got to figure out what's going on. I got Gene trying to make me sell my club. I got this detective bothering me about this island stuff. Then Shamika is a damn cop and they just got up under me like this. I gotta figure this shit out. What she was saying? Too many open flames. It's too many open flames. I need to get this shit together. So then we see Blue at the club. She is walking around and she's like looking around a little bit. She looking around, kind of like, and then we see her grab a bottle of liquor from behind the bar, and then she come out the back door. So right when she come out the back door, Madam called her phone and was like, "What's up?" And Blue says that she was looking for spots for the cameras that Madam told her to put in there. And let me pause right here to say this. So it's so crazy. I was almost going to bed last night, not even watching the show, and I thought about how Madam had just told Blue to put the cameras up, right? But remember, she had already told the judge that there was cameras all over the place. So that made me wonder, did Madam already have some cameras up and she wanted more cameras up? Or was she just saying that to like mess with the judge's head and make her do what she want to do? Or whatever. But we will see, we will see her looking at a camera in her office. So I guess it's like some cameras around. Or no, that when she's looking at the camera, she's looking outside. So maybe it's just, of course, cameras outside, but she wanted more inside. I don't know. But back to where I was. So she was telling Madam that she was looking for spots for the camera that she told her to put up, but she found a mini camera that was already active, had the little light on and everything. So Madam asked, "Is there more?" And she was like, "No, I didn't keep looking. I pretended not to see it, just in case somebody was like watching in that moment or whatever the case may be." So Madam tells her to hit up Fuego, because y'all know Fuego is the tech guy. So hit up Fuego and have him look around and see what's what until she get around to firing the cleaning crew. So then we see Dime outside. She's dealing with the liquor deliveries. They's bringing in the bottles and stuff, and Amp is there. And so Dime is like, "So how you like it? How you like it?" And Amp was like, "It's cool. I needed that money. I was going to have to get a part-time job anyway, but like now I don't have to. Like I can dance, and I guess he going to plan to work the door sometimes too." But no, because he said he going to dance full-time. I guess dancing full-time means he won't have to get 2 jobs. We'll just say that, okay? So she was telling the workers like where to put stuff, and he was just like kind of for a second observing her doing her like assistant managerial duties, we'll say. And so he was like, "You're really good at this." And she says, "I had a good mentor." And he was like, "Madam, like how long you been working for her, and how did you start working for her?" She was like, "I've been working for her a while. When Madam used to manage the previous club she was at, she was kind of working under Madam. And then when Madam got her club, she took Dime with her." And so she was like, and when she was at that other club, she like really held shit together. So I guess, from watching Madam, you know what I'm saying? Mental. So Ant was saying, "I like how you and Blue and all the guys, how y'all such a unit, how y'all ride for Madam." And Dime was like, "I mean, that's how it is. We owe her that. She helped us all out of a jam or two." And Aunt was like, yeah, only she was the only one who visited me or accepted calls or put money on my books when I was in. And Dime was like, yeah, that's her. And she said she's like all four women from Set It Off. And if you know me, you know that I cannot stand this movie. So this part irritated me on a couple of levels, okay? She said she's a businesswoman like Frankie. Okay, pause. Because I have to do this. I have to do this. And if you know me, you know why I have to do this. So she said she's a businesswoman like Frankie. How was Frankie a businesswoman? Because she was a bank teller, and that is no shade to no bank teller. No bank teller or any bank teller who is using that as a stepping stone to be a businesswoman or person or whatever the case may be. But just because you are a bank teller does not make you a businesswoman. Unless there's a part 2 or deleted scene from Set It Off that I don't know about, I did not get businesswoman from Frankie. I got professional from her. I got white collar employee from her, but not businesswoman. Okay? And then she said she's with the shits like Cleo. With the shits like Cleo. I mean, I guess if you want to say it like that, but I just think that Madam is much smarter and more strategic than Cleo. Okay? Then she said she's a provider like Jada. And I mean, I guess she's a provider like Jada, but I feel like if Jada, and I'm going to get to that in a second, if Jada Stoney was a provider like Madam, then she wouldn't have had to be in a bind, Nate. Okay? And then she said, like TT, even though she doesn't like to show it, she's got a heart. Now, I ain't gonna come for Madam's heart. I'm gonna leave that part alone. And I mean, why you say TT got heart? Because she was the mother of the group. She had a baby. Like I said, if you've seen my TikTok video of why I don't like Set It Off, I say that TT is the only one who had a legitimate reason to want to do something because she had a baby and she needed that money because and all that shit, whatever. Y'all know the movie, that's fine. But, I mean, we didn't get enough character development to say she had heart like TT. Like, TT was just trying to take care of her baby. So, nah. And back to what I was saying with the Jada. I noticed when I watched that scene again, I noticed that just in a generalized nature, when people talk about Set It Off, they always say Frankie, they say Cleo, they say TT. People who, in my experience, don't never really refer to Jada. When they talk about the characters, they always say the characters' names, but when they get to Stoney, they say Jada Pinkett. I don't know if the name Stoney is just forgettable. I don't know if Jada is just Jada to the point where you just gonna always say her name instead of whatever her character is and whatever that she plays, or even if the parts that she plays in anything, I guess, past this movie is like mediocre to the point that you just gonna call it by her name, or if y'all just idolize, is that the word I want to use? Because I don't want to say idolize. I don't know. If y'all just love on, I'm going to just say that. If y'all just love on Set It Off in the way that you guys do because of the actors that were in the movie. And we know that at the time, TT wasn't well known as far as like how we know Kimberly Elise now. But I mean, even now, with all these years later, I still hear people say like TT, like they say Cleo, like they say Frankie, but when they get to Stoney, they always say Jada Pinkett. And I just really think that has something to do with something. Or am I just thinking too far because I just really don't like the movie? Or am I just thinking even further because I don't really care for Jada Pinkett and it has like really nothing to do with the recent shit? But anyway, off on a tangent. Back to All the Queen's Men. Sorry, y'all. But Amp agrees with that. Amp agrees with her being like all four women of Set It Off. Okay, us black people love a good Set It Off reference. It is what it is. So Diamond's like, all right, so like when you gonna tell me about what you got locked up for? And Amber's like, it's a long story. And Diamond's like, well, I mean, I thought we was trying to get to know each other. And Amp was like, well, I just don't we got a good thing going at the moment, and I don't want that story, okay, to be what he said, to be what ruins it. I wanted to use the right word. To be what ruins it. And so he was like, we'll have that talk and soon. Okay? We'll have that talk soon. Okay, so cut to, we see Fuego and Blue, and Fuego is like looking around the club for cameras and everything. And so then they go in Madam's office, and there's 2 in the main room and 1 by the bar. It's not no cameras in Madam's office. So he asked, do he want her to take him down? And she said, no, don't take him down yet. Let them think that we don't know what's that is going on. And she was like, hit me if you find any more. Or because he said a whole bunch of stuff about what he was going to try to do and all that. But I'm not about to get into all that technical stuff. Nor was I going to write it down. But yeah. So cut to Madam. She's out in this big, wide field. Oh, that look bad. That's fat. This big, wide field. And it's a car out there. Just a abandoned little, I don't know. What y'all used to call them? A putt-putt? A gremlin? I don't know what that car looked like. But anyway. She's out there. She's shooting at it and everything. And Blue comes up with this big joint. Now, I don't know weapons. So, I don't know what they're called. They big and they little. Or they machines. It'd be a doot. Follow me, y'all. So that's what Blue brought her, and Blue tells her about the cameras and everything, and Blue asks her, does she think that it's Gene that's doing this? And she's like, I got something for him. Talking about Gene. We don't know yet, but we're gonna find out. So back at the club, that is when Amp tells Diamond that he's gonna go ahead and dance full time, and she gives him the rundown, telling him that we're gonna have to get you into a fit-in for the costumes, when they do their group dance and all that. And you need to come up with a new name, because Amp is not going to get it. So she was like, I seen how all the ladies was going on for you and this, that, and the third. So basically, they came up with his name should be Addiction, okay? And, you could be the ladies' addiction, and you get it. So he's like, all right, I don't hate it. That's fine. So she tells him how he's going to need to shave all of this, shave all this, trim down there, get yourself together, do that. And then she lets him know that some guys do more than just dancing. He like, what you mean? Some do private parties, they do drugs, they escort. Just be careful. You know what I'm saying? Please be very careful. I've seen people destroyed by this business, this fast money, this fast life, and all of this, and all these women. So this business is not a game. So just be careful and watch how you move. All right? So now the club opens up. We see people coming in, and we go to the Lion's Den. The Lion's Den is the actual name of the VIP locker room. I'm real live just now figuring it out. She was been saying that, but I thought that was just what she called it. But it's a whole like poster or painting or something up on the wall. So Midnight is still beefing. We talked about that. And Fuego is like, bruh, what is you doing? He is like, I have to. And Babyface is like, I'm glad I don't have to do that. And no, he was just saying it couldn't happen to me because I think he was having some problem in that area because he was too worried about it. Whatever. So that's when Babyface said that's never happened to me and all that. And Midnight's like, I know you ain't talking trash. How was everything with Miss Patty? Is you still sleeping here? So they talking trash, and then that's when Doc was like, stop talking about the personal stuff. Okay, and then they talked some more shit, and Midnight was like, Doc, I know you know what what I'm going through, and Doc was like, I ain't never had to do that because I'm blessed, okay, blessed and highly favored. So Bolo / Doc, his phone rings, and it's Tina on the phone. So he like, hold on, let me step out so I can get to quiet. But he goes into Madam's office, okay? And Madam's like, put her on speakerphone. So Tina's like, I miss you. And he like, whatever. He just trying to get her to talk and figure out what the hell she want. Like, is she trying to make him say something? Is somebody else on the phone? Whatever the case may be. So he was like, whatever. And she said, I don't want to talk on the phone. And he was like, well, you wanted to talk on the phone last time. And she was like, well, I was drunk. I'm sorry. And Doc was like, you lying. So Madam is writing shit down and holding it up so he to tell him what to say or what to ask her or whatever. And Madam tells him to ask her, has she spoke to the police? And she was like, I made a mistake. And they basically get her to just be like, I did it. To say that she shot Allen and not Madam or whatever like that. So she was like, nobody is on the phone. So the doc was like, well, say you said it. She's like, okay, I shot him. Okay, I want to see you, please. And he was like, well, where you at? And she was like, well, I'll tell you when you on your way. So then Madam says, do you believe her? And Doc says, yeah. And asks her, what does she want him to do? And she just was like, let me know when you speak to her again and find out where she is. Okay? So now we inside the club. The club is lit. Like the club is always lit. Sorry, I hit the camera, y'all. And Diamond's up there and she needs 4 women to come on stage to volunteer for a treat hunt, honey. Okay? So first Doc comes down and then the other 3 come down. They perform. And because it comes up on the captions, it's a song called Wet by YFN Lucci. Now, I don't know this guy. I only know him as being that rapper guy who Regina used to date. I don't know none of his music. However, this song was fitting for the scene, for the dance that they gave. It was good. I told y'all it's giving the Pank, but it's not as good as the Pank. So they get done, and then out back of the club, Shamika is there. So Blue comes out, and she's regular. They ain't let her know at first. She was like, you again. And she was like, sorry, I'm just hungry. And she asked, can I come in? And Blue was like, yeah, I just need to check you first. So Blue like pat her down and all that stuff. And she pat her down for weapons, and she was like, I don't have any weapons. And Blue was like, I mean, I didn't think you would. You 17, right? And so she says, come on in. And Shamika's like, really? Yeah, come on. I'm going to take you to Madam's office. So she puts her in Madam's office, and she goes out on the floor to tell Madam that Shamika is here and that she's clean. So Madam says, put her in my office. Already done it. You hear me? So Madam's like, all right, let's go. So Teresa's here tonight, y'all. Teresa's here tonight, and Doc is over there dancing on her. She at a table with her friend, and Doc is over there dancing on her, and she throwing money on him. And her friend tried to like, cause it's like, you know, like how those little tables be in the club, and it's like them 2 sit on the side. So she tried to like pull Doc over to her, and Teresa's like, get your own, cause this one is mine, and pull them all close. But then her phone rang, and so she stepped off to answer the phone and asked her friend, I don't know if this broad is her friend, but let's go, to watch her purse. So Doc just go head on over to the friend, and he dancing on her. She throwing a little money, but then she was like, it's crazy how much she looks like you. And Doc was like, who? Olivia, Teresa's daughter. Okay? And Doc was like, what? So she showed him a picture on her phone. And she was like, her husband's been shooting blanks for years, and now all of a sudden she pop up pregnant. That's your baby. And he's asked, how do I know that's my baby? So I'm so sick. I need shows to stop doing this, because at this point we know that it's not how it goes. She gave him a damn pacifier in a Ziploc bag and told him to get it tested. So he walks off. He takes it and he walks off. So Babyface is on stage, and he is performing to the Trey Songz song. Now, I don't listen to Trey Songz either. He is problematic, but even before we knew about all of that, it never gave for me. It never gave for me because back before we had fully muted so and so, it was irritating me because I felt like he really thought he was going to be the next so and so. But I'm only speaking about musically, y'all. I didn't like that. And so I was like, it's irritating me. So I never really got into his own music. Cut to, you more like so and so than it seemed like it was all a what she say? It was all a scheme that Todd had set up to come with you with the bullshit. I hope y'all know what I'm talking about, but I'm gonna leave that alone. But it's the Trey Songz song, Man, I Wish We Never Did It. That's all I know. That's all, I promise you. That's all I know of the song. I don't listen to that thing. So he's performing up there, and he's got a girl up there on the stage, like how they do, flipping her over and acting a fool on her. And Miss Patty is on the side of the stage, y'all, looking so sad. Talk about, he used to do that to me, girl. And she is hating because he mugged her and all that. And she throwing some more money, talking about she ain't got no money. And so that's fine. In Madam's office, sorry, y'all. I'm trying to tell you, I be writing so fast. I gotta be deciphering sometimes. But back in Madam's office with Madam and Shamika, y'all. So Madam was like, how are you? How was your day? Or now, how was your night? Because this was just the night after. Okay. How was your night? Oh, it was good. And she said, is it okay that I'm in here? And Madam was like, you're in my office. You're not nowhere near the floor. You ain't nowhere near nobody or no liquor or nothing. You in my office. It's fine. So she asked her why she out so late. And she was like, I just, and like, don't even say nothing. And then Madam was like, well, is he touching you? And she says no. And she's like, you could tell me. And the girl's still saying no. So then Madam tells her, my security followed you and asks, is he raping you? You got to tell me. And she's like, no, it'll just make it harder on the others. And she was like, and not doing it would make it better. And she's like, no, he only does it to me. He only does it to me. And Madam was like, that's funny. My security said she didn't see any other kids in there. And she talking about they was asleep. And it don't even matter because they moving me in the morning anyway. And Madam was like, that's convenient. So she turns her phone around. Was like, this him, right? And this the husband. She like, this him, right? And so she was like, uh-huh. And she tells Shamika, I want him unalived. Okay? And she gave her, no, she said, I want you to do it. And she gave her a gun. And she says, take this, go over there, unalive him, come back, and I'll give you a job. You'll be my right hand. All right? And she was like, but I'm so young. And Madam says, are you? You a youngin'? And I was hoeing bitches at 14, okay? And then Shamika asked Madam, did you unalive anybody? And Madam says, nobody that didn't deserve it. And Shamika says, I can't do it. And Madam says, okay, it's fine. Because I'm having it done now anyway. And Shamika's like, what? She was like, yep, as we speak. You know what? Are we hungry? You hungry? I'm hungry. You want to get some wings? Let's go get us some wings. And she's like, no, I need to go. She says, okay, it's cool. She calls in Blue. Blue, she says she has to go. Give her a ride and make sure she gets exactly to where she needs to be. So Blue says, okay. So right at that moment, that's when Madam sees her on her camera in her office that's outside of the club. She sees Christian Keys, y'all. Y'all know who Christian Keys is. He is the creator of this show. He's also an actor because he's on the Family Business too. But that's him. Whatever, okay? So Blue was like, let me go see who he is and what he wants. So she bring him in and he wants to see you. I checked him. He clean. So he was like, oh, it's nice to finally meet you, to Madam. You even lovelier in person. I can't imagine why somebody would want to have you taken out. And Madam was like, excuse me? And he's like, oh, yeah, you heard me. And Madam said, well, how do you know? that that's what they want to do. And he said, because they hired me to do it. And I'm guessing you know who I'm talking about. Apparently you guys had like a business history. I had a falling out. And Madam was like, that figures. And Christian Keys says, I didn't take the job. That's not why I'm here. And he says, I'm concierge for the Damascus family. And we had an agreement with your former business partner. Okay? And he's the one who had the cameras put up by the cleaning crew. And he says, we know all about you. Your family stuff. What else he said? Will you shoot your guns? All that. They know everything about Madam. They've been watching Madam because, like I said, this is the man. It's like I told y'all. This is the man who was on the phone with the tall man who was over there messing with Dad. That's who Christian Keys is. If you ain't put it together, and if I ain't tell y'all. Okay? So, Madam was like, oh, no. And then he also... Okay, wait a minute. Let me calm down. He tells her that Alan was cleaning the money for the Damascus family. And he had the camera set up in there. And since he had the camera set up in there, he saw when they brought in Alan's body to bury out back of the club. Okay? And so then Madam was like, you here to blackmail me? And so he was like, no, that is beneath me. He handed Blue this tape. He was like, this is the only tape of the footage of that. And I'm here because we need you to replace him. Okay? That he was doing that. We need that to be in place. Okay? So Madam was like, I haven't agreed to anything. And so he says that was more of a respectful declaration than a request. I really like that wording. I don't know who wrote that line, but I like it. Okay? So Blue was like, is that a threat? So he's like, I think I've worn out my welcome. And he leaves. So Blue was like, why you ain't letting me shoot this nigga, Madam? So, you know, Madam, Eva is weighing it out. Do y'all hear me? Madam is giving it up on this show. Eva, you doing your thing. Eva the diva, like, she is acting. And I don't know, we don't know her all that in real life. I don't know how much of Madam is really her, because we know that she can have some mouth or whatever. But I didn't know that Eva can act like this, okay? I'm going to say that. She is really giving. But she is so cool. She's like, nope, there's a bigger picture at hand. This is the Damascus family, okay? And so think about 8 or 9 in a family of people just like me and you, okay? And Blue was like, I ain't scared. So Madam was like, I ain't scared either. But it's a difference between being smart and being scared. And Blue was like, I don't like this. Why you want to do this? So Madam was like, it might not be bad to have this crime family in my pockets owing me a favor. You understand what I'm saying? So then back out in the area. This would be back out in the area. And the area be throwing me off because it's like the way they walk out of there. If you watch the show, it looked like it's a hallway. Maybe it is just a hallway. I don't know. But how she keep coming around that corner, it looks like a damn hallway, okay? So we just see her walk up and we see Blue standing right there. And she comes around that corner. She is like, child, people is after the queen. Like, I am an enemy of the people. Okay? And then the camera turns around and it's like, then there's you. And it's Shamika. They got Shamika down to her underwear, hanging upside down, and she is crying and pleading. And she was like, it's time for us to have a talk. And Shamika's like, I'm sorry. And she's crying and begging. And that is the end of episode 7 called Kryptonite, y'all. Like, it's a lot of things going on, okay? So now we know that Alan was laundering money for a big crime family, okay? And now they need Madam to replace his services, okay? Shamika is FBI, and they on her for God knows what. The detective is on Madam about killing Adam, okay? What else is going on? Then Madam's issue with her dad, right? It's so many things. It's so many things. And what you got, Babyface and Patty. Then you got the Doc and Tina situation. And now what is this Doc and Teresa situation? Okay? He need to stay away from them T ladies, all right? You got Amp and Dime. You got Amp and Red Weird Ass. All right? I'm going to keep tongue twisting myself, keep saying it. But his name is Red Weird Ass, and that's what it's going to be until. You hear me? So, that's fine. So, like I was telling y'all earlier, I'm thinking about, I got to figure out how I can get through these videos and review them for y'all without having to take pages of notes. I'm talking about, I got like 10 pages of notes for like each episode. And that's just way too much work. I don't think I need to be doing all that. So I'm going to figure all of that out. I hope y'all like and comment and subscribe. Stick around. Keep rocking with me. I told y'all, this has been really good for me. This is real life, keeping me focused. It's giving me an outlet. I'm enjoying y'all. I hope y'all are enjoying me. Okay? So I'm going to keep up with y'all. Y'all keep up with me. And be back for the next one. All right? Holler at y'all later.